Hey, what's going on, everybody? Big Lock, 4-to-1 Customizations, proud AD and figure creator in the Fat 8. And we're going to go over a little thing on getting yourself together to play EF, and that's getting a playbook together. You guys are stepping into the world of EF coaching now. You got your teams, you got your figures, so you got to start getting a plan on what you want to do. So let's do this. Big Lock is here to help you, give you a couple of tips on getting your things together so far as getting a playbook. Now, you've seen our games, you see how we play. In the Fat 8, we play a more open style. But you may want to play pro. You may want to run the Great Lombardi sweep. You may be, a Seahawk guy. You may like Pete Carroll. You may like that type of offense, deeper into the Legion of Boom. Or you may want to be one of the greatest calculated coaches of all time, Bill Belichick. But to do those things, you're going to need an EF playbook, electric football playbook, because now you're a coach. So you're going to try to coach your figures to get them better, to get them ready to play and lead them on to victory. But sometimes you got to admit, when you come into electric football, maybe you don't have no clue of what you're doing. So just admit that, and you decide the type of offenses and defenses you want to run, the type of athletes and figures you want to have on the field. Then you get your playbook. Whether you're playing college electric football or pro electric football, you get your playbook. You get your mind set on what you want to create and draw up. You may want to run the pistol or the wing T, or you may want to run an option, or, run a 4-3 defense. And you have to learn to pick your figures to prepare and play for the playbooks and offenses and defenses that you want to run. So it's about picking the right athletes and then translating that playbook to make those athletes do the things that you want to do on the field. I have a blessing in having that great UCLA team in the Fat 8 because they have athletes at every position. In the world of the Fat 8, we use we use a variety of different playbooks, so we use the option, and you'll see the Vols run their actual offense, and, we got our great Bama, who is our standard team. Alabama runs a 3-back I set. So there's so many things that you have to do, but you have to have a playbook to get those things to translate. Now, there's big styles, like the MPFL style and the style that our boys use in Calgary that is more detailed, where you have stoppages and pass placement. So those guys definitely need playbooks that they have to translate to electric football to get them to do what they want to do. So you have to understand, tweaking brings that to life. Tweaking brings the ability to run actual playbooks to life, because you have the ability to create loopers. You have the ability to create strong blitzers, figures that may back up, figures that move forward, figures that plug, figures that contain. So tweaking gives us the ability to recreate those things on the field. Now, there's certain styles that may not use tweaking as an aspect to get off playbooks, but it's harder if you don't tweak. That's just an honesty. These are your weapons. You may want to use rounded bases to get off on the line on the wide receiver. You may want strong GTCs and strong pro lines that's really going to make things happen on offense and defense to quick positions to the ball. You may want to use certain things that back up or reverse tweaks. And there's a lot of older weapons and bases that you can find, like the old red pegs that had just phenomenal speed. Then you mix those things with the new stuff. You translate the playbook that you want to run on an electric football level, and then you try to make those things happen by making the athletes, through tweaking, that you want to make to produce at every position. Catching blocks, trapping, running the outside, blitzing the outside. So in the Fat 8, we understand that to run the offenses and do things that we want to do, you have to have great playbooks. Now, here's a quick tip, just a good one before we run out of time. To have your own playbook, just use your cell phone. Download any PDF that may have playbook, offense, and defense on it, and then when you go play, travel to tournaments and things like that, you have your playbook ready to go, where you can scroll through your plays and see the things that you want to do. Just use modern technologies. You can download a PDF playbook on anything, Google, Bing, and it'll jump up for you. But here's another tip that we just try and let you know. You can actually run the playbooks. Don't get hung up on what people talk, but the people's styles. You just make adjustments on what you have to do. And let's do this, guys. Get yourselves a playbook so you can have fun playing EF, recreate actual schemes and plays on the field. And as always, Big Lock on share. Keep it coming, guys. Peace.